What's up, squad? Oh, there's an echo. Hold on. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Is the echo gone? Let me know. Let me know. Rodolfo, I think it's working. I think it's working. Y'all let me know because I got an apology to make to y'all. I know I'm late. I know I'm late. Okay, I see y'all. I see y'all. Okay, can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me now. All right. Okay. All right. Well, we about to get started in just a minute.
Get ready, because you about to be an ATLien.
Get ready. Get ready. I'm ready. Are you ready? What's up, squad? I am here. I am here. I am on time. I think. Well, no, I'm late. I can admit when I'm late. I'm wrong. I was trying to get everything together. Y'all know how it go. This time I was trying to test it offline to make sure because last show let me just say this really quickly. I have a public apology to make to anyone who said that I sounded like I was far away yesterday and I said y'all was trolling. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. Because I heard the restream and I was like, wait a minute. They was right. First of all, y'all know I have two microphones. Okay. I have two. So I always have a backup microphone. So like when one goes off, you can hear the other one. You just can't hear very clearly. Okay, just very clearly. But I'm here. I'm here. Would you mind Facebook? I see y'all in here too. Facebook. Share this video. Get some more people in here. Also, YouTube. Like this video. Share this video. Thumbs up, thumbs down, however you feel about it. Go ahead and do it. It helps me in the algorithm and it helps us get more people in here to act up. Now, I know you saw this thumbnail. It's a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff. I promised to come live today because we talked about Kandi and the gang yesterday. Okay. We talked about the show. We talked about what people's expectations were of the show and how they weren't met. We talked about, we did a whole bunch of talking about Kandi and the gang last night, and it was a pretty interesting conversation. So watch that video last night. You can fast forward through all the other topics if you want to. Maybe tomorrow I'll clip up and it'll just be that topic. However, I promised that I would come live today just to talk about the ratings. Now, I'm not sitting here gloating. I'm not. I'm not gonna gloat. I asked y'all yesterday to put y'all numbers in the chat, what y'all thought it would be. Oh God, it's more disappointing than I thought it would be. OMG. The numbers weren't bad. The numbers weren't bad. They was just really bad. It wasn't just a flop. It was a big ass flop. Now, granted, it's the premiere episode. But if we gonna, compare everybody against the next, there's some sites that I always talk about Portia this, Portia that, Portia's, show, was the lead into the Housewives, and she should have brought more numbers. We needed more numbers. Well, the highest paid housewife on the cast, aka Kandi Burruss, aka Miss I Buy Every Motherfucker in Here, aka Miss Embedded in Your Motherfucking Brain, didn't even pull 500,000. She got that many on YouTube. She got 9 million over there on Instagram. She got 4 point. Hold on, I'm gonna give y'all the exact number. Oh, child, I'm like, OM Candy. Shout out to Chasing Nene Leakes, Chasing Nene Leakes, and Ratings by Bravo. I was gonna look for it, but she put it up before I could even look for it. I'm like, it popped up on my Instagram. I'm like, let me give our friends over there at Chasing Nene a little props, okay? Kandi and the Gang season 1, episode 1 was 0.491 million. That's 4,910,000. They didn't hit a milli compared to Portia. Y'all remember Portia's show, right? We was dragging Portia because we was like, she did not hit a million. Her first show was like eight, nine. So at least she got 890,000. She was close. She just didn't get there. Now, a lot of people are like really, really, in their feelings about this because they was like, how the hell did Kandi, the number one person on the show, the person who makes more money, the person who's had more spinoffs than anyone, can't even get 500,000 people to watch the premiere episode of her show? I don't know. Did anybody in here watch it? Put a one in the chat if you watch it. Let me see. Let me see if I'm talking to people who even know what I'm talking about. Because if only that many people watched it, I don't know. 9.5 million on Instagram. It's unbelievable. The peoples have spoken. They don't want to see Kandi. Guess Kandi's bot offer. What? How y'all not surprised? No one's watching Bravo like that. Let's be real. How do you compare Candice to another show? Why not? Why not? What else we got to compare it to? Hell, if we compare it to the Housewives, that's an automatic failure. Okay, some of y'all watched it. Okay. It's embarrassing. It shouldn't be embarrassing. Listen, we're gonna give her props for getting yet another spinoff. But but the word on the curb is that she had already negotiated before episode one even started, before episode one was even published. Kandi apparently had negotiated multiple seasons of the show. So now that's coming out, and it's like on the heels of these low ass numbers. What is going on, and why is Bravo doing this? You saying Bravo who? Listen, listen. And y'all know Nene Leakes had something to say too. Nene Leakes saw these numbers, and she was on the internet low-key shading, slick shading, because everybody, look, if Kandi trending, Nene trending too. Like Nene said, she is so forgettable. She whatever she went to the Grammys, they won't even remember. Y'all remember that? Well, I'm like, how Candy trended and Nene is trending too? Hold on, thank you, Techie Z. Well, Nene did say you can never win when you play dirty. Whoa, how she sold out on Nene, but Candy and the gang, bang, flop like Margie Carp. Who is Margie Carp? Did I miss that joke? I don't know. Am I late? I don't know. I don't be knowing. Candy embarrassing herself. Child, it's a flop. It's a flop. Now y'all know how y'all read Portia show. Y'all was like, I didn't expect it to be this way. I'm sorry, some hair in my face there. You were like, I didn't expect it to be that way. I thought that Portia was gonna be so positive, but y'all was watching. It was close to a million. But Candy's like, listen, they didn't even give much promo for Portia, but Kandi got gangish. Kandi got photoshops. Photoshops, Lord. Photo shoots. Kandi got Kandi money. Kandi got Todd. Kandi got Done One. Kandi got a clique of people. She got a whole street team, aka her employees, who could have been out there promoting. I am so confused. And then people are like, Michelle, you can't stand Kandi. Why do you talk about Kandi? You don't like Kandi. My thing is, I don't have to kiss nobody's ass for clicks. I talk about who I like. I talk about who I don't like. And if you don't like it, you don't have to watch. Why do I have to talk nice about Kandi? The other people talk about nice about people they don't like necessarily feel like. I didn't say I didn't like her. I'm just saying her persona on the show is really, really giving me. Ooh, I don't want to say that word. I don't want to say that word, but they've been calling her Kandi Cruz. They called her Kandi Koon the other day. The Candy Coated Click is just like it's filled with like little Candy super fans, and it's like, Lord, what the hell? And look, all Nene's fans are like, we are boycotting Bravo. Bravo did these black women wrong. Hell, they even did Kandi wrong. But what Kandi do? She talk dance, she tap danced herself into a multi-season deal on a show that ain't nobody gonna watch. You know what it seemed like to me, y'all? Y'all remember Y'all remember that reunion when Nene and Kim Zolciak were getting into it, and Kim was talking about why she left the show, and Nene was like, "You know why you left the show? You remember that?" And it was because Kim had allegedly said the N word, and all the brown girls got together and was like, Kim wasn't doing no work either. They were showing favoritism to Kim because she was the token white chick. And she ended up with her own show, multiple seasons of her own show, even though the ratings were shit. The ratings were nothing compared to what the housewives are bringing in, but they renewed it season after season after season. Now we have Kandi. And while we can sit there and cheer, yay, a black woman got her own show. A black woman got multiple seasons. But this black woman has sold out a whole bunch of people to get there. And the dang show, how we gonna equate? Why we always gotta equate black people with negative things? I understand your restaurant is called the Old Lady Gang because it was a joke, but why it's gotta be Kandi in the gang? Anyway, I'm just Nene talked about the favoritism. Nene talked about some of the things they were doing behind the scenes. Nene talked about some of the things that Kandi was doing behind the scenes. And now we're questioning, is it really coming to pass? Is this what y'all was talking about? That she got paid under the table and got deals under the table because of drug gate. Y'all remember the Portia situation? Because it seems like every single year, Kandi gets out scot free. Kandi has no drama. Kandi is the most paid. Kandi is still there every season. A rumor comes out that Kandi is leaving. Kandi come back. Kandi ain't holding the centipede. She over there on the end, but Kandi raking in the dollars. All of Candi's family is working for. Now they done gave Kandi a show and said, you know what? I think, and I don't know, it's interesting, but maybe Bravo did this so they can set Kandi up the same way they set KK Kim Zolciak. I love you too, D. Thank you. Y'all don't think so? I don't know. I think they setting her up to walk out. That's why those rumors, materialized well before the Housewives even aired that Kandi not coming back next season. Oh, now I don't believe the Jenny my stuff, but it's interesting. Yes, Kandi getting to the bag by selling out the people, but it don't matter as long as you come up. As long as you come up, just like Freddie P told Diddy, they not throwing. Y'all don't even know what I'm talking about, but that's okay. Y'all, the people who go up the ladder don't even throw the ladder back down. She leaving everybody back there. She leaving everybody back there. And all the people that they started with, they stabbing each other in the back. Right, left, right, left. Let me stab her next so I can advance. Now Cynthia Bailey see what had happened. Y'all saw Cynthia Bailey. Kandi talking about Cynthia Bailey. I know I got the microphone too close. I'm sorry. Kandi was talking about Cynthia Bailey and Kenya and how their friendship broke up. And I told y'all that about 8 months ago. But Kandi was on Watch What Happens Live after Kandi and the gang premiered. And one of the first things she was asked was about Kenya and Cynthia's friendship. Now you on there talking about your show. Why did you got to talk about the housewives? Why you got to talk about the last time you saw Nene? Why you got to talk about Cynthia Bailey and Kenya's friendship? Why you not talking about Kandi? Your show just aired. Anyway, I didn't watch all of it anyway. All the Watch What Happens Live, but I saw that little clip. What she had said, it's unfortunate they both talk to me, and I don't want to say what the others say about the next, but they don't have a friend relationship right now. And it's like, girl, you gonna say that on TV that they both talk to you? Now they know they both talk to you. Now neither one of them should talk to you. If I was them, I wouldn't talk to you. But it was an alliance. Kandi, Cynthia, Kenya. They all band together, and originally Portia too, but Portia fell out. Portia went back to Big Sis, and she was cool with Nene Leakes. But Kandi, Cynthia, and Kenya was like, if we bond together, we can get the OG off the show. I'm spitting history right now, and I don't even know why. But when they did that, all of a sudden the three amigos now don't even exist. What happened to the three amigos? Cynthia then stabbed Nene Leakes in the back to join the alliance. And now the alliance is broken apart and Cynthia's kicked off the island. It's like Survivor. It's like Survivor. But instead of banding together like y'all did against KKK Zodiac, she doing what KKK Zodiac did. Mm, 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 mm. And everybody's like, what the hell does Kandi have on Andy? What does she have that she can keep getting all these benefits and they ain't reaping no reward? How are they making money and she ain't bringing in no ratings? How? She done turned lemons into lemonade, like Todd said. She made that whole lie into a brand. She was already selling toys and everything. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't want to say it because I'm gonna get flagged. But now it's like everything she does. Now she got the whole dungeon tour. She did before the pandemic. I don't know if she started it. She started the OLG gang based off of stuff Bravo did. And you know what? Bravo might be baking a piece of candy corn though. Bravo. One lady who tried out for the Housewives several years ago actually told me, I ain't gonna say her name though, but she actually told me that one of the reasons why she turned down the contract was because Bravo asks for a percentage of everything you do because they know their profile, their platform is so big that you can basically monetize anything. So all of that started after Kandi and Phaedra. Remember, they was releasing everything: t-shirts, tasers, books, everything. This is before Kandi got hip and started doing bigger things. But it started around then. So I don't know if Kandi was grandfathered and she doesn't have to, but it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting because it seems like they gotta be getting something out of this deal because she's there and getting paid, not bringing anything to the table. They got to be getting that money back some kind of way. They got to. They have to. Anyway, I don't even understand why. Well, I do. I do. I do. When you talk about sellouts, carpetbaggers, somebody mentioned it the other day. I had to Google it. Y'all Google what a carpetbagger is. When you talk about people who are opportunists who will succeed by any means necessary, regardless of who's with them in the beginning, middle, end, or whatever. When you talk about things like that, you have to wonder, like, Todd opened the OLG gang restaurants. She's benefiting from the show by naming it Kandi and the Gang. Huh. And then it's interesting. Like Bravo's got to be making some money off it. I don't know. I don't even know. I just lost my train of thought. I just lost my train of thought. Like really, it's just interesting how all of this moves. Like you try to think of it, and even the sex toys. Oops, I said the word. It's interesting, y'all. You said carpetbagger sounds. Okay. You said Nene messed up. She should have went about the racism issue through lawyers and not social media. It's not Candy's fault. But Kandi was a part of it. I'm not saying it's anybody's fault. I'm not. Nene did what she did. She already did what she did, and she's doing what she's doing. However, when you start to put, two and two together, you get four. I'm just looking at all these businesses and all these things. Mhm. And the name and the show. And I feel like when you think about opportunists, Kandi created this show and it's showing this in such a negative light, even though it's supposedly Todd's invention. Does she want it to fail because it's her husband's invention, but she's still gonna, get her coins off of it through Bravo? I don't know. It's interesting. I'm trying to think like a Kandi mastermind. I'm trying to think like this puppet master Kandi has become. Like Kandi used to be a normal person, but it seems like she is a major manipulator now. Because I'm like, what would be the purpose of putting your family restaurant on TV to show how bad the business is there? I mean, I would think it would be to clean it up and make it better at the end or something. But hell, just last week they got a C on their health report. They still bad. They still doing bad. So, what? How can it? How can I'm just trying to figure it out. Like, what is the reason, Kandi? What is the reason? Is it because she's a boss? Or is it because she wants the restaurant to fail? Or she wants to make money on the restaurant failing because they know it's failing? Like, I don't know. It's been open several years. They've had this problem for oh so long. Now you're gonna put it on TV to show people that there are, Chick-fil-A cups in the back and dirty ice and this, that, and the third. Like, is that what we doing? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out, y'all. But these ratings, I don't know. These ratings are a mess. And considering that she got multiple seasons, yeah, I guess we can only or she can only hope and pray that those ratings like triple next week. Who knows? Who knows? I guess with us talking about it, she might get a few more people. He said Tabitha Takeover featuring OLG. That's what you want to see. Somebody need to come in there and and crack the whip on the gang. Anyway, let me move on. Kandi is advertising on the show because of her name. Is Todd running things in the relationship? I don't know. Lights being cut off. Okay, generator. She playing into the black stereotypes. It's disgusting. Right. You got a restaurant what in the hood and the lights be going off and you ain't got no generator. Then you got people in there cursing and having sex in the back room. I get it. I get it. I get it. But I just want to see something else. The tweets about Nene was edited to make it seem like she was talking about Kandi. Okay, you all want me to go to Twitter. What was Nene talking about? Hold on, let me go see. Twitter, Nene Leakes. Okay, okay. Nene had said, who was she talking to? She said, listen, you already know. Oh, okay, this is what she said. Oh, well, they said it to her, didn't they? Nene wins. Everything she said about Kandi is right. All of that conniving and sneaking behind the scenes, and she can't produce. Always number two. And it looks like they were replying to Nene, but she was replying to them. I don't know. It's interesting. And then she said, listen, you already know. I don't think she would speak out about it though, but I would hope I would think that she probably feels a ways. I would feel a ways. Would you feel a ways? If the number two is doing all these things, and listen, I know y'all want me to say great for Kandi. It is so great. But when you see some of the things she has done, that's why I got on my blogger shirt. She was throwing shade at me for telling the truth. I was talking about when the ladies wanted to get a stipend from Bravo for hair and makeup and glam because they pay that out of their own pocket. And it was Kandi. It was Kandi who was like, y'all don't think we make enough money to pay that ourselves. Come on now. Either you with the team or you not. It seemed like you weren't with the team. You might be making all the money. You might have all the businesses. Bravo is reimbursing you for stuff, but everybody can't get that same benefits. Frederick, thank you so much. Frederick said her employees was disrespectful today and said something about the military. I sent it to you in your inbox on IG. Lord, what I got in my inbox on IG. Hold on. Let me look for Frederick's message. Oh, child. So many people sent me messages, Frederick. I'm looking. I'm looking. Thank you so much, Linda. Uh, it says, which one is you? I don't know which you are. I don't see it, Frederick. I don't. You said I don't think any of Candy's business make any real money like Bethany's liquor brand. Oh, who's number two? The one with the multiple business, Grammys, and her own show? I mean, listen, she could be number one now if y'all want her to be number one. But clearly, her 9 million followers don't think she's number one. Not even a tenth of them think she's number one because only 500 490,000 people watched her show. She was number 69 in the ratings when Bravo, uh, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, or even Portia is normally in the top 5 at least. Number 69. Anyway, hey, Stephanie. Radiant said Kandi built her brand around being a boss, business mogul, but she is struggling to manage her business. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't. That gives me that she's a good delegator. That gives me that, she done one might be the mogul for all we know. Done one. And Jamie, who handles her social media, I don't know. I don't know. She got a lot of puppets whose strings she pulls. We know you're wait. I'm trying to read today. We know you're here tonight watching us. Can't look, I can't even read, child. Watching us Kandi forgettable threesomes and foursomes, hangry Dupree crew. You, Donna Maria, Juanita, and the Dirty Dungeon. DT, you worse with the nicknames than I am. Lord, these nicknames. Let me see. You said Candy Man, forgettable threesomes and foursomes, hangry Dupree Cruz. Oh Lord, Candy Cruz. You said 7 million. She bought 7 million bots. Oh, Candy. Well, I guess that's possible. I guess that's possible. Who is number one then? We need to figure it out. Did the employees do their own makeup? Because the makeup on their faces don't match the rest of their body. Well, in the first season of any show, you can go back and look at the housewives. They don't have a budget for that. Hell, they don't even make enough money to pay their own glam most of the time. So yeah, a lot of them do their own makeup. Even the boys. Y'all see some of them guys even had they highlight a little too high. Okay. Um, hey Cheryl, thank you so much for the super chat. Not all business ventures will be successful. The fact that she can take the chances and eat the losses if necessary is some boss ish. Okay. Well, I mean, if you say so, pull up Candy on IG fussing about Chick-fil-A. Child, we got a whole video about that. She got another one. We tired of Candy fussing about the stuff. I want to hear from y'all. I'm gonna let y'all call in. Who are the executives at Bravo negotiating those deals with Boring Candy? I don't know. I think Candy got to deal with legal or something. Because remember, she might have two lawsuits or two reasons to have lawsuits. I don't know if she sued them or if they negotiated what had happened. But y'all remember they stole Tardy for the party, or Kim Zolciak stole Tardy for the party. And Kim refused to pay Candy. Y'all remember when Candy was crying on that reunion? And that's why they had fell out at first. Well, apparently Bravo had made a deal with Candy on the song when Kim got her show and they took the song. That was their way of making things right with Candy by paying Candy for the rights to the song. Y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me. Candy been wronged all these times, but she got them in a chokehold. So every time she's wronged, she gets benefits, which is smart. Let's give it to her for being smart. But she's done a lot of backhanded things to get there, child. Anywho, Candy must have a budget for that restaurant. I guess. I mean, any boss needs some losses though. Any boss needs some losses. They do hold her. And then, allegedly it was Carlos King who told that lie, or told Phaedra to tell that lie to Portia, who told that lie about Candy, or told it on air about Candy and the drugs. Y'all remember that? So, yes, it's been an ongoing thing. And so here we are back at it again, child. Back at it again. It's like, why Candy getting all these benefits? Ooh, okay. Anyway. But look, salute to Candy, okay? Salute to Candy, but y'all ain't watching her show, and I don't know. I want to know why. She is this boss lady. Why she ain't got these 9 million people watching her show? Hell, like I said, she got 500 some thousand on YouTube, and y'all didn't watch it. Anyway. Oh, thank you, Frederick. You said I sent it. My name is Boss 37. Okay, Boss 37. Okay. I was looking for Frederick. Let me see. Boss 37. I still don't see it. I'm in my right Twitter. You said Twitter, you said Instagram. You said Instagram. Hold on, y'all. Let me let somebody in to talk while I'm looking.
Hi, Michelle. How are you?
Hold on, I can't hear.
Okay.
Hold on. Here we go again. I thought I had set everything up right. Don't look like I did. Oop, 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 yeah, okay. Okay.
Can you hear me now, Michelle?
Hold on. There. Okay. Now I can hear you.
Okay. Um, yesterday when you asked the question, like, what do you think the ratings are going to be? I was like, you know what? If she's lucky, it would be like 500K.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't even make 500K. Kandi, this is the difference between Nene and Kandi. Nene has the support of the people. Nene is everything. We love her. She's an icon. She's everything. Whereas Kandi, it's more so the machine that supports her. And when it's the machine that supports you, yeah, you're going to get a lot of benefits, but then people don't really watch the show. Now, I remember, like, I think she did like an Amazon Live. See, I follow a lot of like fan pages
Mm-hmm.
where every time one of the ladies, they do interviews or if they talk about the show, they make clips and then they post it. So I remember she was talking about how I think she was like low key subbing Nene. She was just like, people ask, why do you keep on getting these spinoffs? Why do you keep on getting these spinoffs? And she was just like, she's basically saying, I have a good track record. My spinoffs are one of the highest rated spinoffs across all of the housewives.
Kandi
And
said
I'm
this.
like, huh?
Kandi said this.
Kandi said, I think she was on Amazon Live. It was on one of the Instagram fan pages that I follow. And she said, I have a really good track record. All of my spinoffs have done really well. And I'm like, Kandi, you did all of those back in 2014 and 2015 when people actually used to watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta when they were in their prime. You know what I mean? Back then, they was doing 3 million, 4 million viewers. People
Mm-hmm.
don't watch the show no more. She should have done this OLG show at least 2, 3 years ago when, they had a somewhat of a good, their ratings were not as bad. Last
Mm-hmm.
season, that was the lowest rated season that they've ever had. And
Yep.
even Portia, and everybody was blowing it up on Twitter today. They were saying, oh my God, they were comparing like Kandi and Portia. And they were saying, well, at least Portia, like Portia's was a special and Kandi's was like a spinoff, and how Portia, she had RHOA in the title, and it was like she had the scandal with Simon, and that's why her ratings were higher than Kandi. Yeah, but can you imagine if Portia did that like in 2013 and 2014? It would have been ratings gold
Mm-hmm.
because everybody used to watch Atlanta Housewives. People are not really watching the show no more. And for what it's worth, and this is what I was saying yesterday, like Kandi, yeah, that's Kandi Cruz. We've been talking about it for like almost 2 years, Michelle.
Yeah, and I've talked about it so much. Hell, I forgot about half the stuff she done did.
Yeah, like
She did a lot. Like it was just like I was like, oh my God, that is wrong. Like I used to like Kandi, but like this whole corporate stuff that she's got going on
yeah.
behind the scenes, it's interesting to see.
I mean, obviously, she turned lemons into lemonade. She leveraged the lie that Portia told, and not, yeah, Portia and Phaedra, they set her up and she was able to get a lot out of it. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you know what? You're a businesswoman. Do what you got to do. Kandi, she's very business oriented. She knows how to flip things but if you're basically setting yourself up for disaster because the restaurants, I mean, it's literally playing into the stereotype. The first episode, the power goes off. Y'all don't want to get a generator. The employees are doing it. It's too much.
They come dressing like hoochies.
And it's just like, girl, like
To
I
the
thought,
to
and
the look to the restaurant function. How you come to just to work with some Daisy Dukes and some strappy sandals? But I mean, I don't know. It was like a picnic, I guess.
And it's unfortunate. And there is something called the Bethany Frankel, I think, clause, where these networks, every time you promote something on the show, they get a cut of it, a certain percentage. And I think that's part of the reason why they like to keep her around, is because almost every season she comes up with a new business venture.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that is why they like to put her on a pedestal, because they profit off of her. I don't
Mm-hmm.
think she gets off scot-free. I think they're getting everything from the dungeon tour to the candy coated the products, the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're making a lot of money off of her.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she
I would
knows
say.
how to like shake the hands and kiss the babies. Like she knows how to finesse herself into good situations. Whereas Nene, she lives her, she lives her heart on her sleeve. She just
Mm-hmm.
tells it as it is. She's very authentic. Kandi, especially with Todd, like them too, they know what needs to be done. But they will embarrass themselves just to get a Bravo check. That's the unfortunate part.
Yep.
And the fact that she even got multiple seasons before it even you know, before you have to prove yourself to get multiple seasons, which is, and now clearly the ratings are bad. I don't know, Michelle. It's unfortunate.
It is. It is. And I just thought it would be interesting to talk about tonight. But I appreciate your call, Mickey. You always drop some good tea while you call.
Thank you, Michelle. Have a good night.
Thank you. You too. Hold on, y'all. Hello.
Michelle, hey,
Hey, Dre.
hey, what's the qualifications to go first?
To call in first.
Yeah, that you accept. What's the qualifications?
That's the qualification. To click the link first.
Oh, okay. I thought you had to be boring or something to be first, but I digress. Michelle, you look beautiful today as usual.
Thank you, Dre.
Um, I'm sorry, that wasn't. You just said thank you, like
Was I not supposed to say thank you?
it's the way you said it though.
Dre, are you in a mood today? What's wrong?
No, I'm in a good mood today. I'm on
Well,
vacation.
how
I'm in
should
a
I
good
have
mood.
said it, Dre? Tell me.
Like thank you. Like usually people be excited when I say they're nice looking or gorgeous. But anyway, Michelle, it's like you kind of remind me of Tisa Tales. Not to bring her up,
Why are
you
you
kind
bringing
of
up
my her.
other people
I'm just
again?
saying you kind of remind me. She talk about Simon, 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 Portia, 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 and you talk about candy, 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 candy. I'm just trying to figure out
I
what
thought
do
I always
Nene,
thought about Nene
but it's negative stuff about candy. What do Nene have to do with candy? Like, why are we even talking about Nene today? What's the
because
point?
Nene is probably the reason these ratings are so low. You forget that she called for
I
a
highly
boycott.
doubt it. Michelle, if Nene was the reasons the ratings would be low, Nene would still be on your TV screen. And I'm not talking about no BET on the internet. I'm talking about on your
Why are
TV
you
screen.
asking me questions and then arguing with me
I just
about
want
the
to
ratings?
know what do you think? Because today you like Nene, Nene, Nene,
I
and
just spent 30 minutes telling you what
I'm
I
just
thought.
confused. And then you said something about Cynthia. Cynthia betrayed Nene. Can you explain to me how did Cynthia betray Nene?
Well, the season when Kenya was pregnant and she wasn't on
Okay,
the show,
uh,
Cynthia had a Seagram's event. Remember that?
I
And
do.
she snuck her and Candy snuck and invited Kenya. Because that was the year she had got fired, and
Uh huh.
they invited Kenya, and they didn't tell Nene, and they did that just to get a
So my question
reaction
to you,
from
my
her.
no, I
And as
that's what
a
Nene probably told
friend,
you.
why wouldn't you tell her that one of her enemies was going to be there? I mean, that was supposed to be her close
Okay, can I
friend.
talk
And
Tisa?
wait, wait, wait,
Tisa,
wait,
can I
wait.
talk?
And Cynthia also was caught on camera actually telling Mike, we're supposed to act like we didn't know she was
Okay, Michelle, can you hear me?
coming.
Okay, let's rewind back to season six, first episode one, when Kenya, the beautiful Kenya Moore, the Miss USA 1990 or 91, whatever, she came into an event and she said, Nene, why did you invite Walter to your wedding? And Nene stood up there, like the white lady that she is, and said this: no bitch can tell me who I can hang with.
Well, what you didn't know
So
was
Nene,
Nene
like
knew Walter
friend,
before she knew Kenya. Did you know
well,
that?
it didn't look. I don't really think about Nene. I think
Well,
you
I'm
think
just
more about
saying
her than
it
me.
doesn't. None of
Okay,
that
but Michelle,
matter.
you're not
None
giving
of
me a
that
chance to.
matters.
Tisa, can I please talk, please? Because you're not giving
Right.
me a chance
You
to
get
talk.
you get less than 30 seconds. One more
But
time to
you just
interrupt
had
me.
the
I'm
most
hanging up.
boringest person get a whole 35
Dre,
minutes, and
what
I
do you
get
want?
2 minutes.
Dre, what do you want?
I'm
Go
just
ahead.
saying, you it's like I don't know if y'all Nene fans is delusional, but it's just I don't even know why Nene is. We came on here. I thought I was gonna hear about Kandi, and the whole time I heard about Nene. I don't even know what the rate. It was like negative stuff about Kandi restaurant, negative. But when I try to go to Nene restaurant, let's talk about that. When I try to go to Nene restaurant, he said $500 for parking, and I'm like, you can't be serious. So I left.
It is not no $500
Well,
per
that's
Dre.
what the guy told me. That's what he
Well,
told
he
me.
be
You can't
lying.
tell me. Well,
Well,
I'm glad Kandi got a restaurant. I ate there twice before. The second time I did get high blood pressure, high cholesterol, because the food was. But I'm glad it's a real nice restaurant. It's a little small. It was good customer service. I like black females who's doing their thing. It's like no Kandi hate, and I can see where her cousin Jazzy is coming from. Like I'm proud of Kandi for being the person that she is, and she's a boss, and she didn't sell her soul just because she had someone talk about her, and she got all these you know stories and stuff like that. I mean, episodes. I'm proud of Kandi. Like, how can you be mad at that? That's what's wrong with you Negroes. Y'all always want to hate on somebody, but that's why our community cannot come up. You see the Jewish people, they doing their thing. They standing
thank
by
you,
each
Anita.
other. They standing by each other. But we Negroes, like, you can't just come on and say
So that
Kandi.
isn't that the exact reason why Kandi faced so much scrutiny because of the things she did? Isn't she a black
Michelle,
person who didn't support
everybody
other black
did thing.
people?
What did she do? What did she do? Tell me, what did
Right.
she
I'm
do?
not gonna read the entire history
Exactly,
of
because
the
you making stuff
situation.
up. What did
Here's
she
what I want,
do?
Dre. I want you to do some homework. You got a
If
pen
it's
and a paper?
yeah, yeah.
Okay. I want you to go back and I want you to watch the videos about when Kandi and Portia were going back and forth with those
Michelle,
emails.
I'm not interested
I'm
in
giving you
Kandi.
homework, student. You
It's
writing it
like you
down?
just called me a peasant. That's why I feel like student, like a peasant.
Are
That's why
you
I feel
writing
like
it
you just called
down?
me. Yeah, uh-huh. Go
I want
ahead.
you to go back and watch those videos. It's 2 videos. It's one about Kandi and the emails. I can't remember what it's called, but you'll find it because you like finding stuff. And it's
It's
one
not
about
on straight from the A.
no, it's not on Straight from the A, but it is on the Michelle ATLien Brown YouTube channel. Okay, just do a
Mm-hmm.
search in the videos, and I
Okay,
want
I'm
you to
just
watch those 2 videos. Okay, you listening?
uh-huh.
I want you to watch those
And
2 videos, and then I want you to provide a synopsis of
okay.
the things that Kandi did that you're asking me. Okay.
Michelle, I'm on vacation. I don't have time for that, but I'm not
Well, I don't
interested
have
in
time to
Kandi.
argue with you, Dre.
I'm not interested in Kandi. I know Kandi, like her followers. I know she buy those followers and stuff like that. I do know that for a fact. But all I'm saying is, like, I'm just happy that she got a show. Maybe if I was just trying to figure out, what did Nene have anything to do? Like, why are we talking about her? Like, she haven't been on TV in 3 years and y'all still talking about her. Like,
Okay,
let her
Dre.
rest in peace. I mean, I'm
All
just
right.
saying.
Well,
I'm
okay.
just saying.
Thank you so much for calling, Dre.
Okay, well, thank you for having me, I guess. I mean, I don't know.
All right. It's Jezebel's turn. I'll talk to you later. Hey, Jezebel.
Who? My name is Tiffany and I'm from Decatur. I was just calling in to wish everyone a happy International Women's Day. And on this evening, we should uplift our Black women specifically. We should
I
not tear
agree.
down one just to build another up
Hmm.
because
Or talk about their restaurant.
I
they are
thought you
both,
oh, Dre, why you haven't hung up yet?
I'm sorry. Oh, I thought I was on mute. I'm sorry.
We
they are
done.
both,
Hang up.
I am when Jackie go get done talking, because she might need some, because I can see you trying to bully her, and I'm here to have her back.
Okay, go ahead. I got other
I'm
people
just,
in the back waiting now. Y'all ain't gonna get all my time.
well, can we at least co-host?
Why do you want to co-host?
Because Michelle, I just really believe that this is unfair what you're doing to.
So y'all partnering up the co-host?
It, it depends, maybe.
Dre didn't ask the co-host.
He don't have to, Dre.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to co-host?
I mean, I'm just over here. Yeah, I don't mind. I'm just trying to look up this Kandi video that she was talking about that she made up.
No, I didn't make it up. You just sounded so angry. I need you to do your homework.
No,
before
because
you
I
argue.
think because it's
No,
a
I
lot of
think
ass kissing over here. Like for
no,
real.
it ain't no ass kissing at all.
But what do you call it?
It's called truth.
Okay.
I mean, Michelle is telling the truth about a lot of things. However, I feel like Michelle is listen, guys, squad.
I just found it, Dre. Only thing, type in the YouTube search bar, okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at straight from the A. Nothing had been on there for me. I'm sorry. What did you say, Michelle?
Type in the YouTube search bar and type in Kandi Burruss emails ATLien.
Dre, you remember that?
I don't see what's the point. I'm just.
And you see that right there comes up.
Yeah.
Because
Portia Williams speaks on it, plus the truth about Kandi's email to execs.
Because Kandi went behind their back, Dre, and she wasn't down for the cause with the team to ride or die.
Oh, see, even Jezebel know the answer to that.
Yeah, but I don't feel like it was in the manner in which y'all say it was.
Oh, what other manner is it?
Well, I feel like, they are some rich bitches and they do have money to pay for their hair and makeup. And that, they didn't
we really don't know about that. You got one living out of a hotel, so we don't know if they really some rich bitches.
I just put the link in the chat for those of you who want to watch it later. I'm not gonna play that whole thing. Let me see how long it is. It's 2 hours long. I am not playing that, and
Michelle,
I haven't.
Is this what you want to hear? It was so sad that Todd did not have a generator for the OLG after 5+ years, and he couldn't take his little short self down to the courthouse to get a permit to find a place and pay however many thousands of dollars. That was just kind of embarrassing. That was the only thing that was really embarrassing to me.
Is that what you want to hear?
I was really
surprised. Ain't got nothing to do with what I want to hear. Just tell me how you feel. That's the point of truth, Jezebel. I understand you ride for Kandi, but the truth is, it was a hot mess.
But that's how I feel about it. But I think that it
was. I think Michelle's a great friend, though. Nene like people to kiss her ass, and Michelle's doing the.
Don't mess this up. Don't mess
okay, yeah. Okay,
listen, I mentioned hair and makeup, but the true crux of the email, since y'all ain't gonna go watch it, was when they were going to Bravo with a list of demands during Black Lives Matter, and they were going as a group, and Kandi chose to go on her own. And when they was like, okay, we ready to go as a group, Kandi was like, well, I already emailed them. I already talked to them. And here's what they said they're gonna do. And so everybody was like, well, what the hell?
They like Kandi and they don't like the rest of the girls. Did you ever think about that?
But if they're going as a group, why wouldn't she say, well, they like me better, so I'll talk for everybody, instead of going behind their backs and they not even knowing she went to speak for them? If I got a job, I don't want one person speaking for me and I didn't nominate them. They don't know what I want.
Jazzy Bill, Michelle, one person told Michelle that, and Michelle gonna rap with it. One person.
No, it wasn't one person. Kandi admitted it. And listen, and I had the text messages.
Oh my God, no.
How did you get the text messages?
Don't worry about all that. I got sources.
No, we're not talking about that.
Just not for season 14.
But if y'all want to listen, here's the link. Go back and watch it. Go back and watch it. Go back and watch it. And they confirmed it, because remember, that's when Kandi started calling me the blogger.
I'm not
said that I had the emails on my Pantheon. That's why we started talking about Pantheon.
Right.
Y'all don't remember all that?
Yes.
Y'all must be new here.
Who brought that up?
You.
No, I didn't.
Hey, Miss Barbara. Oh, Miss Barbara got a ponytail.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, Miss Barbara.
Hi.
Hold on. Let me read Frederick's text. What is embarrassing is her employees is unprofessional and disrespectful. As a boss, she let them disrespect paying customers. Oh,
did you
I need to find this Instagram that you sent me. Let me look on Twitter, because I might have heard wrong. Hey, Miss Barbara.
Hey, Michelle.
How you doing, Miss Barbara?
Hey, Dre. Hey, Jezebel.
You look good today.
Thank you, Dre.
Miss
You
Barbara
you didn't
always
have hair yesterday, but today you have hair. It's beautiful.
I had hair yesterday. It was just a big old bun.
Miss Barbara, what you think about the show? Did you watch it?
No, and I won't be watching it.
Okay, you didn't even try.
I ain't even try.
What?
I usually watch it when I watch Portia one. I watch it on YouTube for free. I don't even want to watch Kandi on YouTube for free.
Why? But I mean,
I
listen.
thought what happened to the boycott? Y'all not doing that over here no more,
Oh
Michelle?
my God, Dre.
So, what you ask Jezebel?
Well, I was going to ask you what you thought about the show, but you didn't watch it. You didn't support her, so I can't really ask you.
Well, nobody watched the Jezebel. It only got 0.49.
Yeah, I supported Portia and watched Portia show.
How many views did Nene get?
Nene don't have a show. How she got what
When
else?
she had one.
one.
When she had one.
Oh, I don't know. That was her wedding. I don't know. I
Yeah.
wasn't
That
even
was a
looking
long
at
time
ratings
ago.
back then, so I wouldn't even know.
We know it was a long time ago.
She got over a million, I bet. She got like 2.5 million.
So you don't think the viewership is
Let's
going to
bet
go up?
gas money. Let's bet gas money.
You don't think the viewership is going to go up after, like the second or third episode when we get more of the old lady gang?
I
Well,
think
maybe
it'll go even.
I never said that they wouldn't go up.
So why y'all acting like it's just the cancellation?
Jazzy Bill, the thing is, I'm not really into the Kandi show either. But I just don't like people to like 1 minute is black women, black power, and then the next minute is like, oh, Kandi restaurants. I mean, which is true, but
I think we should get away from that black power thing. I think everybody should just treat everybody how they want to be treated. That's just how I look at it. If just because you black, I gotta support you, even though I don't agree with how you do things or whatever. I still gotta support you because you black. No, I support you because I like what you're doing.
That's our culture.
I can't find it, Frederick. I don't know what you sent. Did you send it to iamATLien?
Frederick, his name is not Frederick on Instagram, Michelle.
I know. He told me what the name was. I don't see that name either.
What is it that you're looking for, Michelle? Like, is it
whatever
important?
he sent me? That's what I'm looking for. Okay, let me go to this one.
Apparently, it's a bunch of nothing, and God don't want you to find it.
Frederick,
I don't
send
see
it
it over
again.
here either.
Because Michelle don't know how to check email.
Yeah, I think because Nene was a part of Real Housewives of Atlanta when she did her wedding show. I think it was probably over 2 million because it was literally a part of the show. Like Portia one was a part of the show. Kandi one is outside of the show. She a standalone like all the other housewives. I went on and checked. Portia little show ain't even on there, but they got Real Housewives of Atlanta. Then they got Kandi and the gang, and then they got these other ones. Portia one is not even on there, so hers was like a part of the show like Nene.
So that means they had to hammock it in with Housewives of Atlanta, which means they couldn't stand alone on their own. And when did y'all become the Nielsen Raiders? The Nielsen
exactly.
No, we did tweet. No, we did TV deets. That's what we going by now.
Oh wait, I always wait a minute. I got it.
How about you?
Oh,
you leading the pack though.
Michelle, would you
I always
Michelle, do you want me to take over your show while you looking for something?
No, I don't want you to take over nothing. I got it right here. I'm about to read it. Hush.
You could be my first guest.
I'm about to read it. Hello, Michelle. I watch your show and I love it. I was just on Kandi's page and she posts, why didn't many people tune in? I was respectful and gave my reason. Next thing I know, her disrespectful and unprofessional employee had something to say, and I thought you would find it funny how they justify their bad service. But the biggest problem I had with it, he disrespect my service to this country and the military. Whatever the video is, I don't see it. And then wait, let me see.
Oh, Jesus, Frederick.
You mentor 5 and I mentor and train over 60 soldiers every 90 days. You must be real slow, guy. This is a public platform for people to give feedback. There's no pulling someone aside. You don't like someone's comment, they don't praise you. You get mad. She asked a question and I answered it. If you can't handle that, then get off of social media. So this you talking, huh? I'm trying to figure out what I'm looking at. I currently host nonprofit. You need to call in because I don't understand. These about 50 comments. I don't understand what I'm reading and what the answer is in response to.
Frederick HR says call in.
Then
Jackie,
what?
is that Lucinda last name? Michelle, that's
They
Lucinda's
say I
son
take pride
playing
in
on the
supporting
phone.
people that look like me. If I have an issue, I want to offer advice. I'll pull them to the side. I don't bash or publicly try to discredit anyone for what. What does it do for me? Oh, this is the employee. The employee said y'all should have pulled them aside and tell them
But where the disrespect?
there's 9
I'm
more
trying to figure.
episodes.
Yeah, right.
It's all
They
that
said there's
yelling for
9
me.
more episodes, nothing else to say.
You said what, Miss Barbara?
It's all that yelling for me. I watched the trailer, and that what turned me off. All that yelling. I hate to see men screaming and hollering and yelling at women who screaming and hollering back. That's another Love and Hip Hop. I said I don't want to see Love and Hip Hop. Not on Kandi show. That what turned me off. I said I don't want to see that. I
Who
think
shaded
men
me?
should.
What
I
y'all
think
talking
men
about?
should talk to women, not scream and holler at them.
Well, it
Cause women,
depends, Miss Barbara.
yeah, cause
Fred,
women are
click the link. You don't have
women
to
scream and holler.
be on camera. Just click the link. Let me know.
Man and a woman screaming and holler at the same time. That's just crazy. That's like two women screaming and hollering at each other.
Who screamed at somebody?
You ain't see that manager screaming at that's a drinker girl. That was in the trailer. I guess he got to be the manager, and I guess he's a drinker because she been yelling
Well,
back.
at least nobody spit it on each other. That's the good thing.
Well, Nene ain't spit on nobody either.
I didn't say Nene. I said at least nobody didn't spit. Who said anything
Well,
about Nene?
we know what you saying.
Hi, Obi.
Dr. Obi.
Hey,
Michelle.
doctor.
How you
Hi.
doing?
Yeah, so I just wanted to say one thing. The
Okay.
show is a flop. And this is actually coming from somebody who likes Kandi, believe it or not. I mean, I didn't think she was the most interesting housewife. But come on now. We ain't gonna sit up here and pretend like she was the most boring because we know who it was. One thing I hated about Kandi is how she was always in Nene's behind, trying to compete with her to the point of hiring that man that is as tall as she is. Yes, I'm referring to you, Todd. And trying to make her wedding special comparable. Sad. You know what? I also never understood why she was being so cheap. I mean, last I remembered, she was what, $30 million, wasn't she? Kandi needs to pick a lane. Do you belong in front of our screens or behind the scenes? Because let's face it, the folks who really made RHOA what it was at its prime was Horseface Nene, Evangelist Phaedra, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, P. Willie. If we had to add anyone else, it would probably be Don Juan and Mama Joyce because they were the ones who deserved the pitch.
He said P. Willie.
Oh, P. Willie. Okay, go ahead.
Sidebar, is anyone still recovering from the blows, the glass plate throws, and the mic stand pickups from P. Willie? By the way, people like Michelle like to remind us how Cynthia betrayed Nene that particular season by not informing her of Kenya's appearance. But she seems to forget how nasty Nene was that same season. And she also likes to remind us how Nene was right all along, regarding the racism by the Bravo officials, but seems to forget that Nene was calling them out only when things went sideways for her.
Is he reading?
Obi.
Michelle, I just have one question. You need to tell us what happened between you and Kandi and you're falling out because I know something is up there. Bye.
He read it and hung up.
Live
He read a
from
whole
Nigeria.
essay and hung up. Was that
Live
really
from
Obi? I don't
Nigeria.
know.
That was
I don't even know who it was
That was
because he had
Obi.
like he
It sounds
couldn't
just
hear me.
like Obi.
That's Obi.
Did he read you, Michelle?
Why he didn't stay to let me respond?
He said P. Willie and Evangelist Phaedra.
Who is P. Willie?
Portia.
He done wrote a whole blog post. Send me that blog post so I can post it on the site.
He was reading.
Hey,
off
what's
of
up,
his
Michelle?
notepad.
Right. Hey, Mr.
What's going on? I was trying to get in last night. I saw that you didn't have it. Michelle, you got to drop that StreamYard link. Because I was trying to give you some insight on what happened when I saw
I did drop it.
I know you did, but it was
First of all, wait. Don't come up here fussing at me about something
I
that
ain't
happened.
fussing at you. You know I'm confident.
Wait, let me finish. Don't overtalk me. You are the only person who asked for that. When I'm conducting the show, I can't stop in the middle of the show just to go over there to drop you the link. When I see it, I drop it.
Mr. Motivation, we was on Patreon yesterday. We thought you were still over
That's
here.
what he talking about.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was on there, but I looked at the whole show from
I
the beginning.
pinned the link in the comment section. Only thing you got to do is go to the link. Listen, Mr. Motivation, don't do this here. We're not talking about Patreon here. Are you calling to talk about the topics?
Mr. Motivation?
Hello?
Maybe
Damn.
something happened to his phone. Mr. Motivation?
Damn, it just.
Hello?
Michelle.
You echoing. What just happened? Okay. It's time to go. Hey, LaShoya.
Hey, LaToya, but it's time to go.
LaShoya, I'm sorry. How you doing?
Good, how y'all doing?
Good.
Michelle, I'm sorry. I don't want to be fake or nothing.
What you being fake about?
I feel like LaShoya only called her when her husband is at work. But when he comes in, she dissed us.
Go.
And that's not cool.
But Drake, like, how you just gonna throw out an accusation every time I call in? Every
Because
time.
I didn't want. I just nothing. Just go ahead. You got to be real with us. Like when he come in, you got to be like, hold on, I'm on the phone with Michelle and them. When he come in, you was like, yeah, I gotta go. I'm about to go to sleep. Click. We like, well, hello.
That was that one night. Stop it. It had nothing to do with him. I was really tired. As a matter of fact, he's been here all day. We've been at home together all day. He's in there now.
Well,
Okay.
LaToya, what would you like to talk about today?
For me, the Kandi show. I mean, I'm not gonna, bash her or anything like that. As far as her being an entrepreneur, I think she's smart as hell. To be honest with you. However, I think the show is it's nothing different. I mean, it didn't really do anything for me. The one chick that was, having attitude, I don't even know what her position was. I feel like, like all that was staged,
Okay.
just have like, how they have to have like the little wild card or whatever type of person. It was just nothing different for me.
Okay.
You think it was staged?
Like when they had her on camera in the car with all the extra, yeah, I do.
I don't think it was staged. I think that's why it was so boring.
Okay.
Well, thank you, LaToya, for letting me know. Let me get some of these calls. I don't know why my co-host is so dry tonight.
All right. Let me talk to you later.
Thank you. Miss Barbara, did you give your input on
No, not yet. Not yet.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, I think well, I really said what I already said what I said about the show why I'm not watching it. But the one other thing I was gonna say was about Nene, and because she trending when Kandi trending, which I think is whatever. But I just wanted to say this because it was on my mind. Anyway, I just leave it because I think too hard.
Okay, well, thank you for calling.
Bye, Michelle.
Bye.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Miss Barbara.
It's not your show, Dre.
Michelle, you want to control your dog?
No, Miss Barbara's phone sounded like the sound that I got for the gate. And so every single time that goes off on my phone, he starts barking, thinking somebody about to come in the door. But anyway.
But if you say be quiet, he still bark?
Because he waiting for the outcome. He knows that somebody always walk in the door, but nobody's walking in the door, so he's waiting. That's how he does. I don't know. But anyway. The last message I sent to you, Michelle, I sent it again. I saw it. I needed you to call in, Frederick, because I didn't understand.
Biggie, be quiet.
Oh my God.
Dre.
Go sit down. Michelle, you have to train him. I'm just trying to teach you.
Okay, wait. Okay, so
he ain't barking.
Okay,
no more.
So the comment was this. Okay, so Boss 37 said, it's hard to watch when your employees disrespect the customers and don't give a damn how slow they are, and then watch you come on TV and take up for them. Why do us Black people promote being ghetto and ratchet behavior? But when the white people call us those names, everyone gets mad. But hell, y'all selling y'all soul. And then I guess King June ATL must be somebody that works there. Said you train soldiers to do what? Fight in a military or how to uplift the black race? Because the last I checked, any wars that the United States inserted themselves was nothing to do with us. All pun intended. If the youth is looking for militants, they better off by going to the nation rather than shaking hands with Uncle Sam. What? Why? So he went to your page and saw that you were in the military, and that was his comeback. Is that what you're saying?
Kind of what
Listen,
it
Fred,
sounds
I
like.
don't.
I mean, that's. I
Hey, friendship. Is that? Am I saying
Hey,
that correctly?
Michelle, how you
Hey,
doing? Hey,
good. How you
panel.
doing?
Listen, I just had to get up here because Dre was kind of ticking me off. I love you,
What
Dre,
happened?
but you was kind of ticking
What
me
I
off.
say?
You was getting a little too strong, trying to overpower Michelle. But I'm gonna tell you this: Candy is boring. She's never been entertaining or interested in
I
anyone
agree.
from day one. Nene, I'm always hashtag the Nene all the way. I like her. She's entertaining. You got to admit she was very interesting. Sheree was the same way, but
Mm,
Candy, Cynthia, none of those are entertaining people. Uh Kenya, she entertaining, but she's vindictive as hell.
mhm,
But no, I don't watch anything. I'm not watching no old lady game, nor am I watching Real Housewives of Atlanta. I mean, it's nothing now. I ain't nobody watching it.
Why aren't you watching it?
First of all, Candy is a sellout to not only herself but to the other ladies as well. And it's about
Ooh.
her. And Candy is not interested at all.
But it's
So
not just Candy on the show. It's a whole ensemble
listen, I
cast.
don't like none of them on the show. Candy, none of them. They need to bring Fay Fay back. And they need to bring Nene back, and they put Portia back on. Them the three interesting people. All the rest of them can go. Kenya, she might can stay because she's vindictive anyway. She'll be okay, but the rest of them can go. So no,
What?
Well,
that's the way I feel. If listen, far as I'm concerned, they can shut Real Housewives of Atlanta down. Far as I'm concerned.
What?
But
it's
wait a
funny you say
minute.
that because my mama say the same thing, but she's still watching it.
Oh, I don't watch it. Period.
But Franchette, let me ask you this really quickly. So, if, for example, you guys, for you all that say, "Oh, they could just cancel Real Housewives of Atlanta," blah blah blah. Okay, so then if they do that, what other show are they going to have in the Housewives
I don't care
franchise that
if you
represents?
the show that I'm watching is Michelle. This my show, YouTube, my channel.
I'm talking. I'm talking.
Yes, she on the Michelle show. Don't
I'm
be
not
hating, give me
studying
my
none of that.
ratings.
I'm not studying none of them shows. Listen, ain't none of them shows worth my time watching. It's all of them, all the housewives from the white housewives to the black housewives. It's the same thing. Get dressed, go to dinner, act food.
Oh,
Everybody know what's gonna happen when you get to the dinner table. You gonna act a fool. So
Look,
it's
that's
the
all
same
Michelle
old,
talked
same old.
about.
Huh?
what you say, Jazzy?
Nothing.
No,
What
no,
you say, Jazzy
no.
Bill?
Huh?
Ain't none of this stuff interesting. None of it's interesting. None of it. It's ran its course, really, if you ask me.
I mean, I kind of feel you a little bit
Yes.
because it used to be like wives that had a lot of currency. I mean, that had a little money. Well, when Nene first started, she was her and her husband was scammers, but it was other wives that had like money and
Was
stuff like
scamming?
that.
Lord.
Who
It
you
was
said was scamming Dre?
Nobody.
No, no,
Yeah,
no, 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 no,
no,
no.
it, it, it was it was
No, no,
you
no.
made me forget.
good.
But it need to be more. It need to be like wives with money and stuff like that. Like Marlo, like come on now, Marlo, a housewife. She not married. Queen Kenya not married. According to Michelle, she never was. Um,
I'm with Michelle. She was never married.
who else is on the
Uh,
show?
uh,
Dr-
Ke-
uh,
listen, if Kenya was ever married, Biggie was married. You
true.
Michelle Dow Biggie, ain't that his name? Biggie. Biggie was
Yes.
married.
Biggie wife. Biggie got a wife somewhere. I don't know about, child.
But
I know, right?
it's funny how we used to watch shows and they had like a lot of money. Now we all on the same network with the Housewives. That's like kind of weird. And
Well,
what
I don't think it's interesting at all. I mean,
I just
none
don't
of
like the
I
way
mean,
they kiss. That the Housewives. I'm talking about Housewives. I'm not talking about the Candy show. How they kiss Candy butt though. That's what I don't like.
Dre, whose side are you on?
listen, Drake can be on whoever's side. Dre will flip flop the day
We
and
know
tomorrow
Dre
he'll
is a
be
flip
He
flopper.
somewhere
sure
else.
will.
He
But
just be
listen,
trying to
let
get an
me tell you
argument.
something. I don't care what nobody say. If y'all think Candy is interesting, then that's just like you like watching paint dry on the wall.
I don't
But it's
think
So
not
nobody
about
think
being
paint. I don't think
interesting.
if you think that
nobody
she's
think
interesting,
Candy is interesting. Nobody think
It's not
Candy
about being
interested.
interesting. Nobody thinks she's
Interesting.
interesting. It's the point of the show is to get on there and to be able to, make money, like make different avenues of money. And none of the I mean, what do y'all want
yeah,
Candy
but
to
the point
do?
of the show should be
Gymnastics?
bring something interesting. Ain't nothing. She don't have a
And
storyline.
let's not forget about
She's still
Sheree.
re,
Let's not
she's
forget about
still
Sheree.
recycling. She's still recycling storylines.
Let's not
Sheree
forget
done
about
ran her
Sheree.
course too.
Yeah,
Sheree done
like
ran her
she
course
brought
too.
nothing. I agree with you. She brought nothing to the show.
Ain't none of them about nothing. Kenya bought lies. Candy bought nothing.
Ooh,
Sheree bought a con
Nothing.
artist and a jailbird
ooh.
and no joggers because she still ain't doing no fashion show probably. And I ain't none of them about nothing really.
Yeah,
Nothing.
that's
But
true.
what are they supposed to be about when the premise of the show was supposed to be some housewives that didn't do nothing
Ain't
wrong?
none of them housewives. They house whores.
Who is a whore?
All of them.
Marlo.
How do we
All
know
of
that
them.
they're whores?
All of them.
Marlo's a
Candy
Okay.
like
paint.
threesomes. Marlo
Oh,
like married men's and other men's or whatever. I don't. Ain't none
what's
of
wrong?
them. They all
What's
house
wrong?
whores.
What's wrong with threesomes though? You don't like threesomes sometimes?
Dre, is you crazy?
I'm just asking. We can't judge her because she like threesomes.
We don't know
Listen,
if
ain't
Frederick,
none of them
click the link,
interesting.
Frederick. I just put the link in there. Just click the
Ain't
link.
none of them interesting. But I just had to, Michelle, I love you. I watch you all the time.
Thank
Now, this is
you.
my first time just coming up on your show since I
Listen, we
know
got
we
a
both,
first timer.
since I
They
know we
said it
both,
wouldn't happen.
yay.
I know, right? But since I know we both Mississippi girls.
Yeah, no,
So,
Miss. Oh yeah, my mama live in South Haven.
yeah, my brother too, brothers and sisters. But
Where you at? You in Memphis or something? You must be
I'm
close.
in Indianola,
Oh,
home of
okay.
BB King. So,
Okay.
but no,
Now
I just
you
think
watch the
that.
Housewives being from Mississippi. Ain't nothing going on in
Listen,
Mhm.
baby,
Mississippi.
let me
You
tell
know
you,
you
that's
watch
how
the Housewives.
Exactly.
I
Don't come on
might
here
be. I
acting like
might
you
be
don't
from.
watch the Housewives.
No, I
You
don't. I stopped. No,
ain't nothing going on in Mississippi. Y'all ain't got no malls. Y'all ain't got nothing going on but home and work. And you know you watch the Housewives.
Dre. I
She
know
got other
you ain't.
things she could watch.
Thank you, Dre. Let me tell you something.
Tell them.
If you ain't never been to Mississippi, don't say what's here.
Ooh,
Okay? And we
Dre
got
been everywhere.
more. Listen, we don't have to watch no boring housewives.
You know
Okay.
Charlotte O out there. You know this lady named Charlotte O.
Is Charlotte Owen in Mississippi? Is she?
Yes, she is.
Do you
Ooh,
know Miss Charlotte, Miss Friendship?
Who? Who
Miss
is
Oh, she
Charlotte?
don't
Charlotte.
know Charlotte. She don't know Charlotte.
Who is that?
Yeah.
Miss Friendship,
Listen,
I
let me
want you to
tell.
call in more often because you be reading the girls. I like it.
Listen, thank you, Michelle. Listen, let me tell you, they need to stop that foolishness. And now, can they listen? She ain't gonna get no more ratings. It's gonna drop even more.
Why
Cause
you
We
she,
want
will.
that to
You know
happen?
we got our eyeballs on it. We
I
gonna
want
see.
that happen
Wait,
because she's a sellout anyway.
wait,
Anytime
before
you go behind the people and sell them out, I'm like Nene. You never win when you play dirty.
Okay, can I ask you something before you go? What do you think about people that significant other, their husbands or wife passed away one day and they have a boyfriend, girlfriend the next day?
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, and this is my honest opinion. I have a husband, and I tell my husband, if anything happened to me, don't sit and grieve over me because he done been and did his job. When he death do us part, then that job is finished. They free to do whatever they want to do. All right.
Okay, so you saying you want your husband to go date as soon as they do the last dirt in the casket.
Yes,
Go ahead and date somebody.
because guess what? He done did his job to death do us part. I don't have no problem with this.
You ain't got to answer Dre's questions.
Right.
Listen, I just want Dre to know. Let me tell you something. People got a problem with Nene dating after Greg. You don't know what Greg told Nene. They done probably
This ain't
have
even
a talk.
about Nene.
Right.
Dre is
Dre,
Nene's
stop
biggest fan.
Yeah, you know what, Dre? You hate you be talking bad on Nene, but you secretly want Nene. That's what that is.
That's what it is.
You get mad because she didn't choose you then.
I want the black Nene.
So
not the
stop
white
hating and go on back over there with brown nose Candy Cruz with. And listen, Michelle, I enjoyed. I really enjoyed. I be watching every time you come home. I'm always watching, but I don't say nothing. But I just had to come up because I thought Dre was trying to be a little slick shade, throw shade,
Dre always
and
slick
take
shade.
over. Yeah, he always do that. And then he
like
take
Dre
up for
I
you.
don't like everybody to agree with me, and I appreciate Dre for speaking his mind, even if I don't agree with it.
Yeah, I know. I like Dre too. I like Dre too because he always come in. 1 minute he taking up for you, next minute he talking crazy. 1 minute he take, but he don't. Now I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm gonna leave it alone. You know what? Dre reminds me of what my grandma used to say about us. She was like, "Y'all want to fight each other." This what she tell us about the family. Y'all want to fight each other, but when somebody else come in and talk bad, then you want to fight them. That's how Dre is towards you.
Yeah, he got my
So
back.
listen.
Ain't nobody talk bad about me but Dre, okay?
I know, but listen, I enjoyed it. Y'all be good and stop hating on Nene. And this ain't about Nene. And somebody did ask, I think you read it. Are we the Nelson we the rating system or whatever now?
That was Jazzy.
No, we're not, but we just looking at the rating. We looking at the rating. I mean, everybody do, don't it?
No.
Yeah.
Well, if you ain't looking at it, Michelle gonna give them to you every week. Go, Michelle.
Okay, look, they can't get mad at me for just reading the numbers off the paper.
I know that's right, and don't get mad because ain't nobody watching Boring Candy or Real Housewives of Atlanta. And then I heard that I saw somewhere where they said Cynthia's supposed to be coming back. Like, really?
No, that's a lie. Anyway,
they know they like to raise the dead, don't
they know they like to make up stories, don't they? Anyway,
I know.
Thank you,
All
Fred.
right, y'all be good.
Call back.
All right, be good. All right, bye.
Hold on, we got Frederick Baxter. He gonna explain to me. Hey, Frederick.
Bro, you look just like Lucinda. Y'all got the same nose.
I can barely hear you. You got a microphone or something?
I'll just turn off my speaker. How about now?
There it is. I can hear you good now. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Say what now?
Can you hear Michelle?
I can hear you.
You can't hear me?
It might
That's
be
why Lucinda don't never call in.
now.
She don't never have a Wi-Fi.
I think you need to shut your window. If you got 2 windows open, close one.
What you say, Michelle?
If you have 2 windows open, close one. He can't hear me.
2.
It's delayed.
You doing sign language, Michelle?
Turn it up.
Nobody
you can't hear
doing
me.
sign language, Michelle. Hold on.
Where Lucinda at?
Oh no.
We need to hear what Frederick got to say. Hold on, Frederick.
Listen to some.
I'm put you in the back. I'm gonna take Deshonda real quick.
Hi, Michelle.
Hey, Deshonda, how you
Hey,
doing?
Dre. Hey,
What's
Jazzy.
up, Deshonda?
Hello, Deshonda.
Where you calling from, Deshonda?
Oh, I'm from South Carolina, honey.
Yes, new caller. What you think about these ratings flopping like they flopping?
As I would expect them to be.
So you don't think I was too hard on Kandi? Everybody be acting like I got a vendetta or something.
I'll say this. I was a big fan of Kandi when she first came on because,
Okay, Michelle.
all of
Frederick,
that.
hold on, Frederick.
Yes.
Hold on.
But
Okay.
as we got to know Kandi, that became an issue for me. Because I think she just needs to stick to songwriting. Because as a business person, you let Kim duke you the way she did. Where did Lawrence's song go?
Right.
Let's
And
talk
remember, she
about
fell out with
Johnny.
Lawrence too. Lawrence was like, he will never do business with Kandi again.
Yeah, I mean, I just think people need to look at, if we're talking about the business, let's look at those things. Let's look at how Johnny had to sue her when she said he didn't have no case.
Ooh, and Johnny got some money.
He did that. So I was never a fan of Nene's in the beginning. I'm gonna be honest. But everything Nene said came to pass. When she said that Kim was going to do her wrong, she did. When she said Phaedra tell lies, she did. When she said Sheree didn't have no pot to piss in, hello.
Okay, I don't mean to interrupt you, but everything Kenya said came to pass also, just for your information.
Not true.
I'm just saying. Like Nene, I hate her. I mean, she had some valid points on these women. And, let's be clear. I could recall T-Boz Chili was offered all the time to come to the housewife.
Yeah, that
and
was
they
T-Boz.
declined. And I get it. Because you have to deal with somebody like Kenya. Their money was just gonna be for bail money. You
And
can't
she
come
said
at
that
people.
too. That's what Michelle. That's what T-Boz said too. I knew she was talking about Kenya, but she didn't say who she was talking about. But she did say bail money.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, yeah, Kenya is there for ratings, but see, if you bring somebody on there that would take it to Kenya, it's gonna be all bad. But like I said, with Kandi, you selling yourself right now because your songwriting spoke for itself. You know what I'm saying? You could have built off that. But she did, but look at what she's doing now. You know what I'm saying? Stick to your roots, stick to what you know. Because your businesses, you done been sued. You done had somebody, your friend like Kim. Come on. She said she won that case. No, you didn't.
Okay, she didn't. That's why Bravo paid her under the table. And then with Johnny Winston, people were saying, who is Johnny? Johnny was her former assistant. He was like one step below Don Juan doing all her events and stuff. And she wasn't paying him overtime. And Phaedra got wind of it, and Phaedra made that a part of her storyline. Get back at Kandi.
And I will, you know what, Michelle, I will say this. Yes, that was very wrong to accuse her of rape. I totally get that. But as a friend to friend, girl, my friend would have never had Apollo stuff sitting at her house, and you didn't tell me about it. That's dirt. That's
wait a minute.
But what if it's your husband?
That season
what if it's your husband
when Apollo went to jail? Remember that season and Kandi was mad at Phaedra for not taking the kids, and Phaedra was like, "How you tell me how to raise my kids?" So it was an interesting situation. And Kandi brought her cousin on there. It's probably the same cousin that worked in the kitchen.
That's the same cousin.
To talk about being in jail and not seeing his kids or whatever, not seeing his dad, whatever. So Yeah.
And another thing, when Nene and Marla brought to the table that Kandi was a sugar mama, that is absolutely true because she moved Brandon from Jagged Edge down to her house. But you were sleeping with Jermaine Dupri. Now, in the workplace, I got a problem with that, boo-boo. You sleeping with the boss. Of course, Escape gonna have a problem with that.
Wait, Michelle.
Did her and Brandon date after her?
I'm just saying.
Jazzy,
Kandi went with Brandon.
I'm just
Jezebel.
She did. They were dating.
Jezebel.
Yeah, but would you? I mean, that's gonna cause friction.
No, because the other
Kandi went with everybody.
Yes, she did. She did that.
Wait a minute now.
And then she said that Brandon had dedicated that song to her when it was to the Girl of Destiny's Child. Girl, bye.
Look, you're not gonna bring up AJ, who was also dating Tiny at first and then ended up engaged to Kandi.
Dre, you knew about that stuff.
I swear to God, Kandi is not nobody to look. I don't.
Kandi need to stick to what she know.
What
does got to do with the show?
She need to stick to what she know. And it's being a sugar mama and writing songs that she take credit for that Tiny helped her do and another dude. But the only thing you hear is she did Scrubs. You didn't do Scrubs by yourself, boo-boo. Come on now. We're gonna talk about Kandi. Let's talk about her.
She didn't do it by herself.
Bring people down
I
like
thought she
that.
did it by herself.
No, she didn't do that by herself. Check the credits.
Dre, stop. Dre, don't let Dre pull you in like
that.
Oh,
Dre is funny. I love Dre.
I don't be
I love Dre.
Like that. I don't know nothing about Kandi. I promise you, I don't.
I
didn't know she was
that's
with,
what I'm saying.
I didn't know
Kandi,
she was with Brandon. I don't know nothing about Kandi.
Kandi is a master manipulator. That's what I'm saying. You like to shame everybody else, but she don't want you getting in her business.
When did Kandi shame somebody?
What? You talk about? She talk about how Portia a hoe. Boo boo, you began the whole tribe.
But Kandi never lied about what she did.
Yes, she did.
When?
What?
Do you have Patreon?
Keep that on the wraps about her and Jermaine Dupri.
No, she did not.
The views and opinions expressed by Deshonda Spearman are those of Deshonda Spearman.
Who did not know that Kandi
from the A?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Kandi been out there. I'm sorry, Kandi. I like you, but you need to stop it. You talk about everybody else be lying. You be lying too, boo boo.
But Kandi never lied about anything she did.
Because she don't never. Jasmine, you gotta admit though. I just realized Kandi don't never tell us her personal business.
Yes, she does.
I didn't know she was with Brandon.
Kandi did not tell you all that stuff about. Remember, she denied Jermaine Dupri.
She did.
She did not.
Yes, she did.
Wait,
she
Michelle.
denied all.
No, she didn't.
Michelle, I thought she was.
She lied about that.
Hold on. I thought she was with Jermaine Dupri, daddy.
No, that was the lie the sister told.
She was with both.
Well, that was they said the sister lied about that one.
That was the reason why she fell out with the group because what's the girl name?
Latasha.
Latasha.
No,
on the radio about her being with both.
Yeah.
And she fell out and refused to speak to either one of them for years
until
they apologized publicly. And then, there's that. But nobody said it wasn't true. They just apologized for saying it.
Right.
Tamika lied because Tamika said, first she said somebody told her that. Then she said, I'm not finna go through this with y'all. I just can't. This is a one-woman army over here, and I just don't have the wherewithal to go through this.
Kandi, remember she was sleeping with Block, and Block had a whole
He was married, wasn't he?
Yes. Well, like when she called me to curse me out, she said they ain't married for real. They common law married. I said, okay.
But you do know he had a woman, regardless.
Man, Jezebel, it ain't looking so good for your girl. Like she seems like a little out there.
I'm done.
Honey, I've been a fan of Escape since they first hit the scene, so that's why I said I was feeling Kandi because you stuck to what you knew, which was songwriting. But see, then when you want to start dabbling and lying on folks and doing this, come on now, you can't do that.
Wait, but listen to this. Michelle showed us Kandi's new video yesterday on Patreon,
and
it sounds pretty good. Michelle, can you play us the video? I thought
Joe,
it
you
sounded
so
good.
fake. I can't with you right now, Joe.
How am
This
I
is
fake? I thought
ridiculous.
the song was
What
good.
You
new
acting just like
video?
Kenya.
The video from yesterday that you played on Patreon
Michelle,
with
do not
Kandi.
play that
That
video.
song.
He trying to get me shut down.
Michelle, please do not, because the thing is gonna get shut down.
What, the theme song?
No. The
Oh, you want me? Oh, okay, yes. Let me play
No.
Kandi new
this
song
is
real quick.
Kandi new song. I kind of like it. Me and Michelle was jamming to it on
It's
Patreon
right. Don't you
yesterday.
ever,
Hold on.
ever,
I'm
ever.
from Kandi. I got love for you. I didn't know Kandi was like that. I didn't know she was
Ooh,
out there like
child.
that.
Ratchet.
Hold on.
You know,
So
this
this is
is so
Kandi new song.
sad.
It's pretty cool though. I like it. I love this song.
Can't hear it.
Yes, Kandi. Yes.
Wait for the hook. Wait for the hook. There you go.
Yes. Sing it.
I fly above.
Yes. There you go. There you go.
Excuse me.
I can't
Okay.
with you, Drake.
Yes. 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 Yes.
No,
Yes.
this
Sing it,
is.
Well,
Kandi.
I
we
fly
have
Sing it.
above all the haters.
Haters.
I fly
Haters.
above all the
Haters.
every man wants a woman.
Michelle, don't forget about Frederick down there while you
Oh,
up here
shoot.
being
I'm
petty.
sorry, Frederick. I'm sorry, Frederick. We just on the Kandi train.
I like this song.
Good
I
now,
like this
Frederick. Can
video.
you hear us?
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. That was fun. That song, it was jamming.
Now you can't never say she didn't have a classic. That was the most
Frederick, go ahead,
classic song she ever had.
Frederick, go ahead, please.
All right. I commented on Candy Blah in more than she asked why wasn't people watching the show last night. So I sent the reply as in you saw and read. 10 minutes later, I get a couple of nasty emails from the guy who running her restaurant. I guess he's the manager or the hostess or whatever he is. And the first thing he sent me was, "I need to shut the f up." So I kind of replied back to him and said, "You might want to watch your mouth and who is it that you're talking to?" So then he came back and said, instead of being like you talking crap about it, you should just watch the full season. So I told him, first of all, she asked a simple question and asked, why didn't someone watch the first episode? So I mean, you do not like my response, that's fine. But y'all putting it on social media for their feedback. So I gave you my feedback on it. Because my feedback is, you got your employees talking about paying customers. You have your staff sitting there being late, being rude. And for the candidate to be okay with it is kind of BS to me because she is the same person who talked about Chick-fil-A being unprofessional, but then her staff is all the way unprofessional.
Professor. True.
So this is
So
the
then,
dude right here. So what does he do in the restaurant?
yes,
What's he
He
do?
says that man, he's one of the general manager and he then help host the parties and everything just in her restaurant. And I guess he clicked on my page. Then he was like, "Okay, what does that mean you do for the black man community?" It seemed like then you just a bum. So I let him know who then I was, my background and everything. So he came back and said, "Oh, you serve for the white people, and basically you just don't do nothing." So I told him, "You are basically talking to someone who got 20 years up in the army, who have been deployed 6 times. You're also talking to someone who has volunteered to go to Haiti to help out. You're also talking to someone who got 4 awards for giving up 100 hours to then our different community volunteering. So do not preach to me about volunteering and then giving back." So then he further come back and say the military is a waste of time. Um, he said the military is a waste of time. Then he came back and said it's just a white man army. Then he said that we shouldn't be serving in a white man army, and we just over there fighting just for the white man, and plus it
True.
was just a waste of time going over there. But then I reminded him was like, guy, know your history. We went to Afghanistan because a lot of people lost their life in New York. 9/11 happened. Maybe then you was living in a doghouse that then you just not then know that 9/11 happened. People lost their lives. There's a lot of soldiers who got killed. A lot of people lost limbs for this country. For you to sit here and say, fuck the army, excuse my language, Michelle,
No, go
but
ahead.
to say that then, but then to say that then my service, there go my battle brothers who have died, my family members who serve this country, who have lost limbs, that we are doing nothing for the black community is a joke. And I'm like, dude, my family and me, we are stationed in Savannah, Georgia. So if you have this much to say about my service, about my soldier, let me take a trip. Whenever then I get back from Cuba, because right now I'm currently in Cuba serving over here. And I told him I will come up there and I will put him aside, then let him talk to me one on one then, and let's see how then that goes.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Well, first, thank you for your service.
Yes, salute.
Secondly, I don't condone that. I don't understand. Why would he respond to you out of all people? Because you were just responding to something Candy said, right?
Yes, if like when you go to Candy page, you go to her fan page, Candy was talking about the Raiders, and then Candy asked, "What was it then people watching the first day episode?" And a lot of people was chiming in. So I guess it was okay for people who was kissing up to Candy, but everybody then who said something negative, he had something to say about it. And apparently he thought then he can then tell me to shut the F up and then I'm supposed to just shut up and disappear. First of all, you are not gonna disrespect me and just tell me to shut up like that. And for two, if then you do not want feedback, get off of social media then, because the truth is the first freaking episode making black people look bad. It make us seem like we cannot be professional. It make us seem like we can't even run a business right. And it's like, to me, it is making her and black people look bad. That's just my opinion looking from the outside, especially when you got your employees on their phone talking about customers. And the thing is, why would you want to highlight why would you want to highlight your employees talking about customers who travel all the way to Atlanta just to see you, just to eat your dry chicken, just to come there and see you, but then you talking about these paying customers though, who is then paying your bills. I find that totally disrespectful. And for me, for black people to sit around and say, "Oh, that's funny," blah blah blah. But time then a white person or brown person say that, "Oh, they being racist. Oh, that should be being tolerated." But you sit there and let your own staff do it. But months ago, you want to go on your platform and talk about a teenager for not saying "my pleasure." But then you got your staff members dogging out your customers, but then you sit back and you just okay with that. That is a double standard, and that is totally BS.
Well, I mean, a lot of people's eyes are opening, but so, Frederick, what do you think would be a positive outcome for this situation for you? Like, what would you want for anyone to do or say about?
To me, the outcome is already too late because manager or whoever that guy is to sit there and disrespect the veterans, disrespect the people who have died. There is no outcome but for her to have him apologize for one, but most likely he probably wanted to mean it because he just gonna do it because he want to keep his job. But what then she got to realize by his comment, and I'm because they know my soldiers them saw that. And for one, now then that's gonna take money out of her restaurant because my soldiers then was asking to post everything he said and put that on the military web page. So if we do that, we gonna ask to ban her freaking restaurant because of his disrespect towards the people who have died and also to the veterans because he got to realize he just in Atlanta. How many army bases is in Georgia? Two or three big ones. And for him to come out his little raggedy mouth and disrespect us, it just really
You're
pisses me
right.
off. And for her
I don't think he's
still
right
not
at
to
all.
say nothing about it because then I tagged her in it also. And then I said, Candy, this is why you would lose business because you allow your employees to be disrespectful to customers. So everything we saw on TV, this guy is proven he you have no backbone to stand up and say, hey, this is not acceptable. I tagged her three
Mhm.
times and she has not said nothing. Only thing that then she did, she tried to go on there and delete the part wherein he was talking about the military. Too late. I have already
That's probably
screenshotted it
Jamie.
all.
That's
Mm.
Jamie.
I
That's
don't care
Jamie
who
doing
it
that.
is. Well,
Well,
Jamie need to be fired. He need to be fired too.
well, you can best believe they're probably here right now watching, and they will probably see this, especially on the replay. So, I mean, look, clip this out and send it to her. Do something. I mean, I'm pretty sure she'll see this. I don't know what the resolution will be, but I do not feel that you should have been disrespected in that manner.
Not at all. Thank you for your services.
Thank you so much, Frederick, for
No
telling us the
problem.
For
story.
real.
All right, we appreciate
Thank you, ma'am.
you. God bless. Well, what y'all think about what Candy had did?
Oh wow.
Well, what her general manager, whoever he is.
What did she do?
Never mind. We're gonna move on. Let me take one last call. Deshonda, were you done? I'm
I
sorry. I
I
interrupted
just
you.
want to say this. I hate to hear something like that, especially for someone who's gave us service. But you just have to look at it like this. I mean, no disrespect to Candy's mother, but I mean, when you brought up showing disrespect, that's what you know.
Ooh.
What?
You heard what she said. She said when you brought up showing disrespect, that's what you know.
I mean, that's what you know. I
Well, how
mean,
do you know how she? Never mind.
well, her mama shows it. I mean, I'm
Wait,
sorry.
Michelle, can you, Michelle,
Everybody
can
else
you
mama
put
don't do that.
Michelle,
And I'm
what did
sorry.
Lucinda come and say? A Poland. What did her
I
comment
mean, but
say?
that's my little 2 cents. So so glad to talk to Dre and Jazzy. I love y'all. Y'all keep me
What about
laughing.
me?
I like you too, Deshonda.
Chopped liver, huh?
Oh, Michelle, now you know you my girl.
Oh, okay. I was just
Oh,
checking.
come on now, child. Been trying to get on all night.
Well, I appreciate you, Deshonda. Thank you for calling in. I
You
love
are
you.
so welcome. And y'all have a good evening.
All
You
right, you
You
too.
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 Bye.
Bye. I'm
We
going
should.
to take one last call. It looks like it is a who is this? Hello, Miss P.
Hello, Michelle.
Hi,
Hi.
how are
Hello,
you?
Dre and Jazzy
Hello,
Bell.
Miss
How are you
P.
guys?
Hey, Miss P.
Yeah. So first of all, I'm trying to figure out: are we on the Candy Coochie watch tonight?
Oh my God.
I
What?
mean, because we had to break down who she slept with and everything.
Well, I honestly didn't know she slept with Brandon, and then I didn't know the
Oh
dude who
Lord,
passed
why
away.
are
He went with Tiny. I didn't
are
know.
we about to go back into the Candy Coochies? I'm not trying to
I
talk about it.
mean, come on now, we ain't get ready to watch Candy Coochie, right?
No, no, we ain't gonna.
Then the young man, I mean, thank him for his service, but I'm trying to figure out what did he need to bring up what he did for a living? Because I work for a federal agency that does go in there and to Candy's OLG and be like, hey, this wrong, this wrong, this wrong, that keep people safe. All right.
I think that
So we all, I mean, there are several of us who serve the people of the United States and abroad too. But I wanted to say I love
I was
Kandi.
thinking the same thing though, Miss P. I was like, I didn't understand where it was coming from.
Well,
Yeah,
what
I mean,
happened was he commented up under a post and didn't agree or whatever the case may be, and the guy must have went to his page, saw that he was a military man, and then came back and tried to drag him for it. That's kind of like doxing. He
okay.
didn't say anything about what he did in his initial comment. He just said,
Okay.
"Candy's blah 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 blah. The show is blah 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 blah." And then the guy went to his page and came back and started, dragging his personal, situation.
Oh, I missed that. I
Oh,
missed that part. So
I
okay, I
did
got
too.
it. I got it now. But
Yeah.
Kandi, like people don't like Kandi, but she really does. Y'all say she's been going behind people's back, she's stabbing them behind their back or whatever. But she has tried to give almost every lady on that show an opportunity to move forward. Even with KKK, with her tardy for the party, Portia, when Portia was going through that divorce, Nene didn't want to go into Broadway
Thank
because
you.
she didn't want to do her show because it was beneath her, But then she went back and did her little comedy thing to open up for Escape, right? After
Mhm.
she dogged
And
her out and
She
said it
sure
was
let's
did.
not
beneath her.
forget, yeah, Delicious. She did it for Delicious.
She did it
Foxy
for
Brown.
Delicious.
Foxy
She
Brown.
looks out for. I'm not sure. Like, I don't know Kandi personally, but I think that as a role model, she shows a lot of young colored women what they
Oh,
can
wow.
aspire to be.
We black.
Right.
I don't like that color. This is not 1950.
Because it could be Asian. It ain't
I
gotta
get it. I
be.
get it. You're
Yeah,
including
it
Latins
ain't
and
just
Asians and everybody.
black
Okay.
people.
Okay.
We uh, all of us minorities are
All the
struggling out
different
here.
colors.
Yeah, all the different colors. It ain't
Okay.
just black people. They treat us all bad.
We
They
don't
don't be
we don't
like,
like that
oh,
because
she black. No, they treat us
in
all bad.
1950,
They think that
they
we
had
all
them
beneath them.
water,
So
everything labeled colored and white. I don't like being called color. Mm-mm.
okay. Well, I won't say colored. I'll just say
All
all the
different
different
races
ethnicities,
and
right?
nationality, all of that.
Yeah,
Yes.
because they treat her, but she does move forward. She does employ a lot of people, and she
She do.
does help people move forward. And
Thank
we
you.
can't really take because I ain't seen nobody else on none of the other housewives. I've been watching the housewives shows since they first started with Orange County, but I have
Miss
never
P.
seen
Miss
none
P,
of
can I say
them.
something?
Hmm.
It's real what you're saying. I just realized that that's real good. And then she got stores that she put people in that you know and she don't close down the stores and people lose their job like Nene did
Oh
Dre,
and
my
don't
God.
know where
With
they're getting
only
their
a
next
week's
check at.
notice.
Dre.
Did they
Right.
even have a week's notice?
No, they did not.
And I live in a DMV area. I live in the DMV.
You sure we can't hear?
I ain't doing no.
Chill.
That was
I
Candy's
live in the
song.
DMV area, and I was like, "Dang, she closed down the one at the at the MGM, and people were like, we didn't even know that we were closing.
Right.
We just go and show up, and it ain't no place to show up to no more. All right."
That's what
You
happens when
said
you really don't own your business.
right, like the one in Duluth.
Yeah, so but Kandi I watch all the housewives, and I've never seen another housewife look out for other housewives.
Thank you for
Not
being
Yep.
one.
fair.
Yep. I agree
So
with you.
Nene didn't help Portia get her job back after she dragged Kenya across the
We're not talking about
across
we
the
not
damn
talking
floor.
We
about
ain't
Portia.
talking about we
We
ain't
talking
talking
about
about
people.
big sis,
We
little
talking
sis
about we're not
behavior.
talking about
Now,
that. We talking about people that she don't
she
know.
came back on. We not talking about big sis, little sis behavior. You know,
That wasn't Lucy. She
why
wasn't
it
even
was
Lucy's
Portia
baby.
even?
And
Why was Portia
Miss
even back
P,
on after her and that Faye shit? Excuse my
right,
language, but
right,
Portia should have been gone after that because Portia
right.
knew.
And
Portia
Miss
is a
P,
manipulator, a
right.
crier, pretender.
Yep,
Portia knew that it was a lie, but she had
yep,
no problem running with that lie on national TV.
Yep. Exactly.
Thank you, Miss P, for calling. I appreciate your input.
Thank you so much, Michelle, for having me.
All right.
Miss P,
you.
you was the realest caller tonight.
Michelle, how you go?
Thank you, Dre, and the real gonna ride for co-hosting.
No problem. It was just
Dre,
kind of
why
odd
is
how
it that everything we talk about, you have to round it off with Nene didn't do
because
it.
that's all you talk about.
That's not what all I talk
When
about.
you said
This
Asian,
episode
that's what I thought
was
about.
about
That was the
Candy's
first
ratings. What
person.
does Nene have to do with Candy ratings? Well,
You
besides
tell
that,
me you was
that
talking
everybody
about
brought
it.
Nene name
You was
into it, and
talking
she
about
trended
it.
on Twitter.
You was talking about it. You the one who brought up that white lady. I did not bring her up. That's all you was talking about.
What
Nene. Nene. You brought her up. I didn't bring her up. And what Miss P said before you interrupted her and disconnected her was true. Kandi give a lot of jobs to people. What jobs have Nene brought to the community? That she loved hanging when the store closed.
Michelle, what did Kandi do to you?
What are you talking about?
Michelle, this is just.
Hello? Of the haters.
Every man love a woman.
I don't want no
woman. Every man wants a woman.
I don't want no scrub.
I'm a bird.
No scrub. No scrub.
Every man.
You all right, Jezebel?
No, because I feel like, let me just say this. Michelle, stop it, please. Your opinion as an insider.
I'm an outsider. I don't know nothing.
You use facts, factual information and stuff, and you share it with us. However, your dislike for some people has created a cesspool of hate. Some of these people aren't even real squad members. They're just real nasty and vile and depressed and miserable. And they just want to say
and handicap. No shade to the handicap, but I didn't.
They just want to bring people down.
Mm-hmm. I agree with Jazzyville.
It's just so bad. It's horrible.
Well, I certainly appreciate you. Cutting all of the nonsense out.
I will try my best to get straight from the A back active, you guys, because
that is shade, Jazzy. I'm gonna kick you out for that.
That was shade.
Because I really miss reading.
Why are you? First of all, why are you using that picture?
I like this
picture. This is a Kandi. Michelle has a nice picture. What's wrong? Why do we have to? I mean, what's wrong with the picture? You don't like it?
Because it's not her. Why don't you use your own picture?
Oh, so Michelle gonna come at me with.
So we gonna do that tonight. Okay. We can be like that.
Oh, so now y'all gonna gang up on me? Is this what this is about?
I'm just saying we got it. Okay. That's what you want to do tonight, Michelle. We see how you are. We see each other. Ain't that what the white lady say? We see
I'm
each other.
embedded in your motherfucking brain.
Oh, don't be quoting Kandi. Don't do that.
Right.
Yeah, that's the wrong.
You are unforgettable.
Exactly. I'm unforgettable.
Well,
no, but for real, I do miss you writing on the site though, for real.
Well, thank you, Jezebel, for bringing it up publicly.
3 years today.
It is not.
It's been more than 3 years.
It has not. Oh my God.
The last one. Oh no.
Y'all gonna lie on me like that?
No, you're
right.
No.
Thank y'all for calling.
Hold on.
Thank y'all for
Ricardo
joining tonight. Thank y'all for throwing slick shade. But on that note,
that was the wrong one, y'all. She wrote a story I think almost It was
64,
recent. It was recent.
1964. Lucy Ricardo passed away.
Hit these likes if you enjoyed the stream today. You know, my two favorite trolls, one of which is supposed to be working in the comment section, but you might be glad she not, because she got a sticky finger. She loves to like click that damn block button. I don't understand. So shout out to my mod turned co-host tonight, Jazzy the real gonna die, for
Period.
pretending to be the head of the candy coated clique. You know, Dun One will never get that spot up to you.
You know, don't you
And
think
Dre
it's
for
kinda
being
weird?
the captain of Team Nene. Shout out to Dre for always bringing
You
Nene's
don't
name
even
up
believe that.
in the
You do not believe
conversation.
that. Please, please. You don't even believe that. Hold
He
on. Let
wear
me go
his
to
Nene
straight.
shirts. He wear his
Let me
girl
go
bye
straight
shirts
to the
everywhere
A
he
so I can
goes.
read the website because I
He
know
said
you
straight
posted
to the A.
today.
Can you read?
Well, I forgot the name of it. She ain't did it in so long.
But can
What's
you
the
read
name
though?
of
That's
it?
the question. Can you
What's the
read?
name of it? What's the name of it,
Straight
Jazzy Bill?
from the A.
You see that? It's right behind me. It's trademarked straight from the A. Okay.
You doing your thing, Michelle. We proud of you.
Thank you. Well, good
We
night,
proud of
Dre
you.
and Jazzy. I appreciate y'all.
Do you?
Do you?
Because it don't seem like it.
Anything else y'all would like to say before I hang up on y'all?
Yes, everybody, please love one another and get some rest tonight. And you know, I enjoy hanging out with Squad. I've been having a hard time this past month.
Oh, but I'm glad you are feeling
I
better.
told you to leave him alone before you even started talking to him
Oh
anyway.
Lord, don't
When
put
he
the
told you to
business
pay for
out
the
in these
This
streets.
is not man related, Dre. What is wrong with you?
because he
Oh,
asked you
thank
to
you,
pay for dinner first.
Do I
Orga,
look like Kenya to you?
He asked you to
Orga
pay for dinner
Gilmore.
first.
I appreciate you for the cash out.
No,
Thank you.
Do you still talk to him?
no, Dre.
Y'all
That
call each other on the
relationship,
phone and talk
that
about this.
relationship
Okay?
was fast. Don't be over there acting like Kandi now. Don't let me see you
Oh,
with
I'm finna
somebody
go.
else.
I don't have time for this.
Ooh, she got that
What?
candy coochie.
Oh my
Ooh,
God, y'all
no.
so
It ain't ran through like
disrespectful.
that, is it, Jazzy Bill?
Oh my God, Dre.
I ain't gonna never forget that. The
No.
caller called her candy coochie.
But that's not. Don't repeat that. That's so.
Who called her that? Tonight, Michelle?
You didn't hear the caller say candy coochie, and she
Miss
started
P.
talking about everybody Candy was dating.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I ain't know Kandi dated that many people, though.
Yes, you
Yeah, it's
did,
an
Dre.
article on
I didn't know it was branded.
straightfromtheA.com.
Michelle, it's
Huh?
3 years today, please.
It's still there. The articles don't disappear because they 3 years old.
Oh,
She
okay. I
came
didn't
on
know.
into the site. She forgot the password.
The passcode. They like enter your email address. And she can't come up with the email address.
She can't get into the
She can't. She can't get to the
You're not in there, Michelle. You just on the website.
I'm in there, honey.
Edit
Written by
something.
iamATLien, March 7th, 2009. Where you think these
Wait,
people be getting this information from? They go to my site to get it. Look at all
from
this.
2009?
Candy was involved in one of the twins of
Oh
Jagged
my Lord.
Edge. It's been said that she was the main reason behind the breakup of Escape because her close relationship with the group's producer, which happened to be Jermaine Dupri, was the group's final breaking point, causing mad tension and cries of favoritism. Then you got the Grammy Award winning Shakespeare, Russell Block Spencer. Yeah, okay. And AJ at the time, who she was engaged to. Anyway, y'all
Okay.
acting
Beautiful
like
ring.
the
Beautiful
the
ring.
real background tea is on straight from the A. Why you think I'm still getting coins today? Because everybody Google it and my site come up. They gotta read the old stuff. Anywho, good night, Dre. Good night, Jazzy.
Good
Somebody
night.
said
Good night.
and Anthony Sherman. You're here because you want to be here. Stop being slick with it, okay?
Anthony always getting you together.
But that's okay.
If in the comment section, Jazzy, it wouldn't be up here with
Oh,
us.
okay. He never do it to
Like
you.
like most mutants
Thank
do.
you so much for the super sticker, Lynn Reed.
So if
Okay,
you
good
need to
night.
keep
Bye.
good
Good
night,
night,
Michelle.
Jazzy. Good night, Dre. Thank you. Listen, if you're just getting here, you missed a whole lot. We had a good old show. It's been 2 whole hours. We talked about Kandi and the gang. The ratings first episode was flop, but on the good side, Kandi got a deal for multiple seasons, but she got everybody questioning why, and everybody bringing up Nene Leakes and what Nene Leakes has said about Kandi. So now everybody pulling up the receipts. Child, this video was filled with receipts. So watch the whole thing. I don't even know if I could clip all this up. It's a lot. Y'all had a good time. I had a good time with y'all. So don't forget to like this video. Before y'all leave, like this video, please. I need it. I need it. I need it. And don't forget to subscribe if you are not subscribed. If you are not a member of my Patreon, head on over to Patreon. I joined the channel so you can get the special emojis and get a little alien by your name. You see all them little aliens, red aliens, purple aliens, green aliens, all that. That means longevity. That's who has the greatest tenure in the group. They've been here the longest. They might have I think it's a red one is the highest one, ain't it? I don't know. Y'all tell me. But anywho, thank y'all for calling, for hanging out with me today. And I will see you guys in the next video. I'm not gonna do a Patreon tonight. I'll do a Patreon tomorrow. Oh, the first time in my life I'm getting off at midnight. Y'all getting off at midnight. I get to go to sleep tonight. Oh, Pretty Miss G said, thanks to Google, Michelle's work will live forever. This is why you'll remain the queen. You always have to know your history. Thank you, Pretty Miss G. That's what I said. They don't listen to me, but I'll be the OG blog goddess, okay? I will be the OG blog goddess. Let these other people put it on Instagram. Well, you can't Google it. Google is money, honey. But anyway, I just dropped the tip. Good night, you guys. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Shaggy is in, bitch. Shaggy is in. Shaggy. These people don't like Michelle, but that's my that's my
Fuck them hoes. Ain't that right, Brandon?
That's right. Get into it.
Fight them hoes.
Hey, what's up, y'all? I am your girl, Kandi, and you watching straight from the A.com. I love y'all. Atlanta is the best place in the world. Don't ever get it twisted. I am definitely straight from the A.
This is Tyler Perry, and if you want the truth, a lot of blogs don't tell the truth. Straight from the A.com. That's what you check out.